but on the poor creatures. I would probably like it.
Scientific, mechanized, industrial, weaponized, scientific, mechanized, industrial.
And good afternoon, I am Draken, this is the DrakenWerks. We are live here on Twitch on the Unorthoblocks server. Let's shut our screens over. How is everyone today? Hopefully you're all keeping fine. We are going to jump in and do a little bit of village building today, I think. So hopefully everyone's good. We're not going to stick around too long waiting around. I've already got some shulker boxes loaded up. I kind of trying to work out what I want to do in sort of design-wise. I want to do something a little bit different to what I normally do, so I want to sort of push the boundaries a little bit. But I'll show you what I'm planning on doing, or at least where I'm planning on building. But I'll pop on over to here. Hey, Lady Bex, how are you keeping? How are you at the moment? I believe you're still on the server, aren't you? Yeah, you're still floating around on the server somewhere. But yeah, if we fly out of our Drakenspire and come out over the far lands here. So we've still got loads to build on the outer city here, but the inner city's come along quite nicely. And the greater Drakenspire here is coming along nicely as well. One of the things I've actually been doing in the last couple of days is smoothing out this area here. So we've got space for another farm. Big farmyard along here. I might also do some extra bits and pieces down here as well. I'm thinking I might put like a little quarry or something down in this gap here. We might build a small quarry sort of leveled into there. The plan is over here, we're probably going to put like a bit of a lumber yard and everything else here, but I want to build a village just here. And by a village, I probably mean closer to a hamlet. I mean, you go into computer games, you go into things like World of Warcraft and everything else, and they talk about villages, and it's like 5 buildings. That's not a village, that's a hamlet. it's tiny. But yeah, I think they call it a village, so we're going to build it. We're going to call it a village as well. We're going to build a village out here, maybe about 5 or 6 odd little buildings sort of clustered together. Obviously we've got the farm building over there, and then we've got the Drakenspire in the background as well, which the corner of that roof seems to have not loaded in. It looks like we've been attacked by someone in the distance there. Oops. But yeah, we're going to probably build out here and build some sort of new buildings and everything else. But I want to change sort of the sort of colour palette that we're using a little bit. So I'm calling this place Blackstone Village because I'm going to build the roofs out of Blackstone. But it's just about what I build the rest of it out of. So I'm probably going to use the dark oak timber. So it's going to be a bit similar in some senses to the dark oak we use on these farm villages over here, farm buildings over here. But I don't know, maybe use something else as well. You could use a tiny chapel if it's meant to be like a little hub in the middle of farmland. Yeah, that's a good idea actually, thank you. Yeah, I might do that as well. You're slightly transparent again. Oh, right, okay. I seem to be going transparent. I'm a ghost. How are you doing, Grizz? How's things? How are you keeping at the moment? Yeah, no, okay, we'll have to sort that out at some point. Yeah, I do look a little semi-transparent. That's probably sort of the green light bouncing off the wall in front or something like that. Or it's actually, maybe it's the light of Minecraft because we're in grassland and it's coming off the screen. I've got a big screen in front of me and it's probably projecting the green onto my face, which is then obviously being picked up in the green screen, you know, in the green screen technology that's taking this out. So there might well be that. Hopefully it's not too bad. We'll have to have a play with that actually in the settings. Yeah, no, I'm definitely slightly semi-transparent there, aren't I? I don't know, should we have a look at that? Video settings? Let's have a look. It's going to be in the filters, isn't it? I don't want to play with it too much, but let's maybe... No, that's a bit too far. Maybe just around about there. That's a little bit tighter on its similarities. Hopefully... Still think I'm a little bit transparent. I think that's a bit better. That looks a little bit better, and we still haven't got the green screen shown in the background, so that's the main thing there. I thought that was a joke about skin tone. No. It literally is a transparent. It's literally transparent at touch. Yeah, it was. It was just a slight mild transparency. It's because obviously I'm using the color key in the background, which is filtering out the color green. And so if there's any sort of green appearing, if I appear any similar to the green, then I'm not that ill that I'm not totally green, but I am enough to be done that way as well. How you doing, Travis? How are you keeping? How's things going? How are you keeping today? But yeah, apparently I'm slightly green-skinned, according to that, which is a bit odd. A bit odd. Right, okay, let's get these boxes. I need a staging area. I'm sort of wandering around, talking and chatting, and not actually doing any work at all. So let's actually get moving on this. So I think we'll start with some dark oak. I got some dark out here, and we're going to have to start on a building. I think you're right, Lady Bex. Maybe a little chapel or something like that would be a good thing to have out here. So it's a question of where we build that one. I'm thinking that could sit quite nicely over there. So maybe, because we've got another pathway over here that's going to go off to the lumberyard. So if we build some sort of buildings around here, and I'm thinking we just plonk some stuff. Draken is one of those lizard people. No, I'm not a lizard. Honestly, not a lizard. But then that's what a lizard person would say, isn't it? That they're not a lizard. So maybe I am. No, I haven't. I don't live under the earth. It's okay. I know I have some extraordinary abilities, and people keep thinking I'm not actually human by the speed by which I build some of this stuff in the background. But no, I don't think I'm quite that bad yet. Coming after your gig. What do you mean coming after your gig? Right, okay, right. We'll pop this into here. Maybe we'll make this a bit of an odd shape. We'll say odd shape, make it a bit of an L shape so we don't have it sort of all looking nice and neat and in just one rectangular blob. We don't need it as a rectangular blob. Right, okay, and then I was thinking, actually, let's build the frame. Oh, you are the lizard. Oh, of course, yes, Baxilla. I didn't think at all there. I want these to only be sort of 1 floor high, but I'm going to make them quite tall, so it just gives us a bit more space to do decoration there. Yeah, the Draxilla. Become a Draxilla. Yeah, I'm not a lizard. I'm honestly not a lizard. I know people don't think I'm human. I'm probably more closer to a robot. Right, okay, put this across. And drop that into there. So what's everyone up to at the moment? What's everyone's projects? What are you doing up to today? I know Lady Bax is online at the moment. Didn't you say you were prepping for a bit later? Right, okay, pop this into here. Or at least go material gathering, I think. Grab that up here. Or were you shulker box sorting? Because you were saying about your shulker boxes earlier. Right, pop that here, which is, you know, it's a monster that everyone has. It's the shulker monster. It's a very real monster that crops up. I have to regularly go and fight it. Right, okay, pop those in there. Prep mini shenanigans. Uh-oh. Trying to design a shop. Oh, right, okay. What, for the server or for real life? Building a real shop? Are you wrong, or does dragon mean dragon? It kind of does, yeah. In certain languages, it means dragon, or at least a variation of dragon would mean dragon. It actually comes from a different source, actually, for me. I won't go into the full details, but it's actually something quite personal to me, to do with my own actual name. So, yeah, it's kind of a little bit personal in that sense, the word Draken. Yeah, I write under it as well, and I do a load of stuff under the name Draken. I heard someone also turn around and say it means like person caught between two worlds, which is also very apt for me sometimes, actually. I do often feel like that kind of person. Yeah, yeah, some languages they know it as dragon, or it's similar to the way they would say dragon. So I think a lot of it's like a lot of Northern Scandinavia, it's like DRAKKONEN, something like that for dragon, or draken, and something like that. So similar, sort of very similar. Right, okay. I was thinking, right, so colour scheme wise, normally the stuff in my city has been built out of logs, out of spruce, and then we normally have like stonework, or we go and put on wood in between, or, you know, with the farmhouses we sort of changed it up a little bit. I put some white up in the top bits there and changed the way we did the windows, so the farmhouses have their own unique flavour that's a little separate but not too far different to what we do in the city. But I thought this one over here, I wanted to make it a little bit different. I was sort of thinking, well, maybe if we try using terracotta for walls. I don't know how it will look. It may look terrible. I don't want to do bricks. I don't want to do bricks because that looks too modern. But I want to do something that looks a little bit, it sort of stretches away a little bit. And I'm thinking I might even remove these cross beams, actually. Just thinking about it. Because, as I said, I want to do this a little different to what we have been doing. So I want to kind of experiment a bit with how we sort of do the sort of the look of the actual sort of buildings around here. And again, as I said, it's only going to be 4 or 5 buildings. It's not going to be many buildings. And if we build a chapel again, obviously the chapel will be a different design to everything else. And we already have one chapel anyway, so yeah, it's in that sort of sense. So we might just base it on that sort of similar sort of design of the chapel we got over the other side there. Chris says he is designing a shop for the server. All right, okay. What are you planning on selling? Anything of value? Anything I might be interested in? Or anything that's going to be in competition with me? Please don't be in competition with me. I like my diamonds. Actually, everything sort of... The economy on the server has slowed down a little bit, but with all the new players coming on board and everything else like that, that might change soon. And I know Gray's coming back soon as well, and Gray's a very big shopper. So it's like, if now is the time to put a shop up if Gray's returning, because Gray just spends diamonds like nobody business. He just goes and mines diamonds and then spends it in like almost instantly. He always has this problem. He never has enough diamonds. Right, okay, because he's not one for building farms, is Gray. He's more of a builder, so he's always wanting to build stuff. Right, okay, let's pop those into there. Let's have a look. I'm thinking if you do sort of terracotta mixed in with, this may look terrible, then please do tell me if it does look terrible once I've done it. But I'm going to play with it a bit and experiment. I'm going to mix in some granite with it as well, just to give it a little bit of the texture, like so. And actually thinking I need a door, and I haven't actually given myself a door either, so probably put the door on this side, I think. Except that's the wrong place where I wanted to put it. I wanted to put it there. Okay, put that there. A plan to sell light source blocks. Was considering an accidental mob spawner removal service where I go and light up people's mistakenly dark areas now filled with mobs. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Fair dues. So you're sort of doing lights, so like lanterns, soul lanterns, torches, sea lanterns, that sort of stuff, glowstone. The only thing you would compete with me on then in that case would be probably the shroom lights, if you do the shroom lights as well. But I love the idea of like the service as well. That's fantastic. Yeah, it would be a service I could use actually as well. How do you fancy going underneath the whole of the Drakenspire and lighting up all the caverns? Because there are loads. There are loads of spawning spaces beneath this place. Right, okay, pop that over to there. Drop that into there. I think we'll make these too high. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this should work, I think. I'm still debating how I could do it. You can give you a quote. I'm not sure there's enough diamonds. I'm not sure if there's enough diamonds. You can certainly come over and give us a quote. I imagine it will be quite costly. Right, okay, let's pop that into there. Drop that over there. We'll keep these walls solid. How's that? Like that. And then we'll have a window here, I think. Pop that onto there. Jump on over. Maybe a window here. Would that sit well? I mean, technically we could put a window there as well, and it would still sit all right. Yeah, let's put a window there. Though we're gonna have there's gonna be no upstairs to this. That's okay. This is gonna be a one-floor cottage type thing, so it shouldn't be a problem. Pop those into there. Are we getting towards nighttime? We are getting towards nighttime. Grab some sleep. I thought I would try streaming today an hour earlier, just to sort of see how it goes. I'm still playing around with my streaming times. I don't know what is the best time to sort of try and catch as many people as possible, but also not be too late for myself as well. Though, I mean, I do seem to run on very minimal sleep. Not much sleep at all. I think on the weekends I sleep more, but then I get to sort of the weekdays and I'm like, just tired. And I tend to get about 3-4 hours sleep at a time. But, you know, that's okay. Pop that into there. Probably do another layer around here. I don't think I've got many way left in terracotta, actually. Pop that into there, that there. I'm just placing things at random. There we are. We're out of terracotta. I'm going to need to go and get more terracotta. I know there's a terracotta shop in town, so probably best to go and get that. But as a texture, that's not too bad. I'm not unhappy with it, I would say. I'd say there's probably some more we can do to it to make it look better. There's definitely more sort of things we can do with various different bits and pieces. I think maybe that is going to be too high at the top, so we'll probably shorten the pillars at the top a little bit. I was sort of planning on putting it that high and doing some other stuff, but I think we'll probably do something else, actually, to make it work. Yeah, I got some ideas, but before we go and do those ideas, let's go and see if we can get some more terracotta, because we're going to need a lot more terracotta. Now I know I kind of like the design. I'm going to go get the terracotta. Actually, probably best to use the more powerful rockets. Oh, I got all this loaded in to show people. Obviously, when they come into the stream, we can see this in the background here. Darth Ridden, how you doing? How's things going? Love the videos, love the work. Oh, thank you, and welcome on over. But yeah, we are just floating around at the moment, building a new village over the far side there. But yeah, thank you for stopping by and saying so. I do appreciate the compliment there. I'm just going to swing on into here, and I'm thinking we're going to see if we can find some terracotta, because I do like what we've done there with it, but I'm going to need more terracotta. Which is a good opportunity, actually, to show off Lady Bex's latest work as well, which she did this, which is a nice flying tunnel to get us from the Drakenspire all the way down to down to the town, down to the hub. So let's go and have a look at that. And I love these banners you've done as well. These banners look awesome. Alright, pop this over here. Oh, you see that turn there without crashing as well? That's skills. Actually, normally I crash. I end up taking health. Right, which one is the shopping portal? It's not that one. I think it's this one. Yes, it is. There we are. Spawn Town shopping portal. Great. Let's pop on through. Okay. Back to Spawn Town. Yeah, this does mean now I've now deloaded the Drakenspire, unfortunately, which means we can't show off all of the Drakenspire in its glory because you have to fly around all the time to get it all. But, right, I do believe if we go down into the... Going to teach people how to fly one tunnel at a time. Yeah, usually I crash at some point. I usually take a crash at some point in their Ladybacks. Take that to corner, but it's not too bad. Now, I love the glass floors in here, but there is one thing. I do have one complaint while I hear about the glass floors, is that I used to, when I wanted to come and check my shops, I used to run along here and jump and fly down to the middle floor. I can't do that anymore. I can't fly down to the middle floor anymore because it's, other than the fact there's a little hole left in the corner there. Are these holes deliberate? Because I keep falling through them, but I think there's a similar one over in the in one of the other ones as well. I fell through it the other day. Right, okay, but actually what I was looking for was the terracotta shop, which I saw was down here somewhere. Oh no, you ran out of glass. Okay, fair enough. Right, so that's the community store, which I saw was recently added by Mighty Beard. And those are Sonny's things. There's probably a few sort of spoiler-type things here, so good. Hopefully it's not too spoilerish being in this area, but I am looking for a shop. There is a terracotta shop that I noticed earlier while I was in here. And I can't remember where it was. I got a funny feeling it was actually on the row above. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to build. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. It's building like a shopping directory. So you see, that was that shop. Let's go around the outside. Let's have a look. If we go and have a look at all the shops, we can eventually find the one we're after. So that was the Ender shop. Those are my shops. No, it can't be this level then, unless it's... What's that one over there? I don't think it's that one. I might be wrong. It's in the lime section, is it? Okay, no problems. Let's go and have a look. It might have been that one, actually. I did swing by and have a check out of a few there. I did notice there was a terracotta shop earlier today, and it actually had stock in as well. So I was like, ooh, yeah, better go and get that. Oh, no, it's this one, isn't it? That's right. It's next to it. It's this here. And it's like 1 diamond, I believe, per stack. Am I right? Is that what it says out here? 1 diamond per stack? Yeah. Whose shop is this? Does it say? No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say whose shop it is. I try to remember whose it was. I think it was one of you guys, but it's mostly... mostly brown terracotta, though. That's not much use. There's a few light grey terracottas, but there's normal terracottas there. So there's 4 there. Let's go and get... There's no ender chest. Okay, we need an ender chest. Thankfully, I know there's one in my store over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think that's going to be enough terracotta, though, to do everything we need to do. But it should be enough to sort of at least finish maybe 2 buildings. No, don't sink down to the floor. No. You're right there, mate. Okay, right, okay. Grey shop. Oh, it's grey shop, is it? Yeah, just normal terracotta. That's all I'm using. It's just normal terracotta. If it's grey shop, I don't mind popping some money in there, considering the amount of money you spent on everyone else. I mean, I don't mind popping money in any one shop, to be honest, on the server if they got what I need. But some people have way more money than others on this server, and sometimes it's like, I like giving money to the underdogs, you know, the people who haven't got that much money or who turn around and looking after others. So let's pop some in there. There we go. So he's got a few more diamonds in there for him. Right, okay, so we need to head back out now. Where did I put the portal? It's over there, isn't it? Back into the nether. Okay, now I could take the train line, but actually no, I quite like the portal. Let's go and test the portal out. Not the portal, the fly tunnel again. It's upstairs, isn't it? This place can get very confusing very quickly sometimes if you're not sure what you're doing. Right, I know there's a corner coming up soon. Let's see if we can take it. There it is. No! Turned too soon. Smacked my face into the wall edge there. Oh! Oh, I'm probably back at spawn. I'm back at spawn. That was a face plant. No, I'm good. Thanks, Lady Bex. I'm very good. It's okay. I can just, as long as I don't get caught by any piglins on the way, we should be alright. Oh, the little piglins are in there, aren't they? But I think they're okay. I don't think they chase you around if you haven't got gold on, so... should be okay. As long as I can get back there in time without it despawning, which I should be able to. It's just the long run through this tunnel here. Professional Minecrafter here. Expert. Well, where did those piglins down there come from? I hope none of you are... I hope you're all zombified. You haven't got any proper piglins with you. Oh, of course, there's like little bits dug out of the side here and they're spawning in there. That makes sense. There's not many other places they can spawn, to be honest. And he's a zombie. Please just be a zombie. That's okay. And around to here. We need to get upstairs, don't we? And get down that tunnel. Yeah, so tunnel is still dangerous if you don't know how to fly. Like me, apparently. So let's get back around into there, go and get our stuff back. Maybe I should take him for a ride down there instead. But this gives us a chance to walk through part of the tunnel at least. I do like these banners. I don't know what the purple is over there. Maybe someone else's tunnel heading off. Now this tunnel is amazing. You've done a really, really good job. Fair dues to you. Fair dues to you, Lady Bex. You've done an amazing job on this. Yeah, I face planted the side of my own tunnel. Oh, the purple is going to be the entrance to Toby's octopus. Ah, awesome. Oh, that's cool. I love that bit where it sort of comes over the top and... oh, it's almost like it's bridging over, isn't it? Which is kind of cool because it's a bit like the rail line does. I hope I can get back there in time, and I hope these guys haven't nicked my stuff. If they've nicked my stuff, I'm going to have to take it off them. Not even sure how far down my stuff is. Oh, I think I see it. I think we have... well, I can see my experience. Ah, there's my items. Aha. Grab everything back a second before it all despawns away. Dum-to-dum-to-dum. Let's make sure we've got everything. So we should have a complete suit. Like so. We should have a sword, which we do. We should have 4 tools on us that are diamond. We do. We also have the dark oaks that we picked up earlier. We've got 2 sets of rockets. We got a bed. We've got some of that. We've got some emeralds. And we should have some torches as well. Look at that. Okay, we have everything. Probably could do with some food. I wasn't that far from the base either. Look, it's just like literally at the entrance. Ow. I nearly killed myself again on the second bit there. Right, okay. Yeah, we're going to need to sleep as soon as we get out here. Dum 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 dum. Drum and roll into here. That's it. So yes, that was a visit to town with a unnecessary diversion to death. But we are back in the spire. Now, I'm not going to load everything in, but I'll certainly make sure I get the spire loading, because it always looks nice when you're building and you've got the spire sort of lighting up the background, I find. It's like, I built that. Now, find our way over to the village. Should be this way down here somewhere. Also going to have to build a new portal down this way as well. I think we should need a new portal this end by this village. Thinking maybe on that outcrop over there we'll build it. So we've got another portal in this area, so it's a bit easier to get to this side of the island at least. I cannot chop granite block with a hoe. I must remind myself of that. Right, okay. Pop that into there, maybe bomb, 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 bomb. That one into there, that over to there, like so, and we'll maybe get that and that. Terracotta, bomb, 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 and voila, like that. And another one there, maybe. Right, okay, that'll do. Right, and then. As I said, I want to take these down by one. I've changed my mind. I don't want them that high. I want them one lower. Going to be lurking for a bit. Your bot has reminded me. I'm excited to see if yours work out. Yeah, it'd be great to see if it sort of crops up. I've actually got quite a few commands on here. I don't tell people about this. My bot does have a few commands. So there's exclamation mark 8-ball. If you've ever seen like those lucky 8-ball type things that you shake and then it sort of produces an answer. So if you want to ask a question, then do exclamation mark 8-ball. It will give you an answer. That's certainly one of the commands. I'm trying to remember what the other commands are that I've got. I had a load of commands that I put in there. Let's go and pop around to here. Grab that one. I'll have to check in my bot, actually. Let's have a look. I think it will also ask for a kutch, which is a very Welsh word, or Wenglish word, I should say. But commands. Here we are. Yeah. So yeah, exclamation mark 8-ball, exclamation mark build is a command, exclamation mark kutch, spelled correctly in the way it should be spelled. There's also exclamation mark kutch me. There is exclamation mark Discord, exclamation mark drops, exclamation mark follow, exclamation mark hug. Exclamation mark follow will tell you how long you've been following the channel. Exclamation mark hug, it's like kutch. Exclamation mark IP to let people know that you can't just join, and the same for exclamation mark join. Exclamation mark prodbot, which is how we poke the bot to make sure the bot is still awake. Exclamation mark random kutch, or rand kutch, R-A-N-D kutch, and also rand hug. And then as moderators, we also got the shout out version as well, and then we've got some timers. Yeah, so yeah, I got a few commands that we can do, so we can sort of go, should we do this thing? Kutch sounds like a slang for, well, actually a number of things. Actually spelled with a W, so it's spelled like, if we do that. Oh, actually, is it going to do it? No, it didn't. The bot failed to respond. That's interesting. Or have I turned that one off? Let's try this one. Oh, that one, I did it. There we are. So a kutch is the Wenglish word for a cuddle. But it's like a really nice cozy cuddle sort of thing, you know? It's a really sort of loving thing you give someone a kutch. It's really one of the nicest words in Wenglish. Okay. There are many other words in Wenglish as well, like cob and everything else like that. If someone's got a cob on, it means they've got a bit of a strop on. Okay, pop that. I'm trying to think what we'd do across the top here. Where we just do something like that. But again, that's not quite as interesting as I was hoping to try and get it. I'm thinking maybe, because I was thinking also we could probably get some sort of stone steps or something. I'm kind of nicking a bit of the style from downtown. Sort of bringing it up here a little bit. But maybe doing something like that with our pillars, and then maybe that on the corners. Just nicking a bit of that style. But I'm still not happy about this bit. I'm thinking, what if we take that bit out, and that bit out? Now that looks a little bit more awesome. So it's a bit more decored up. I like that. I like that a bit more. Just by actually taking those middle ones out, just creates a little bit more interest, I think. Grab that out there. And pop those two into there like there. And that into there. No, that's completely wrong. And I've got it stuck up at the top there. Okay, fair enough. Fine, fine. You can stay up there. See if I mind. Right, okay. It's looking a bit better, I think. So we want to pop stuff like that on that one. Maybe the stone doesn't work. I don't know, actually. It kind of works. It gives it a bit more of a heavier sort of felt footprint, I suppose. This is working too much on the community areas. I'm stealing ideas from there now. Right. But I mean, that's part of it, isn't it? It's about being inspired by other stuff that you work on, and you take little bits from everywhere and you work it into your own stuff. Right, okay, pop that around to here. That to there. Same on this corner. And we'll see how this turns out. It's a good colour scheme. Downtown is a very good colour scheme. Downtown has a very, very good colour scheme. Not quite following the downtown style here, but we are thought I'd do something a bit similar. Borrow a few bits and pieces, a few tricks there. Right, okay, let's... Now, I want to work out what I'm going to do with these sort of fences. I've got various different fences here, of various different colours, to work out which one do I want to put in the window. I think it's going to have to be a darker colour. I think probably the darker, looking at it now, doing that. I'm thinking that rather than glass. I'm sort of doing that, sort of staying away from glass. It's a bit more of a rustic area, so trying to get that more of a rustic feel. Right, that into there. This gives me some ideas. I got an idea to also build a small little ship out there as well, so we'll have another ship on this side of the spire, on this side of the island, I should say. Right, door-wise, I was very adamant that I was probably going to need the dark oak door for this one, and I am still of the same mind, so let's pop that into there. Also trying to think what to do with the rest of this wall. Maybe we do some patterning or something like that along the bottom. Right, door. Right, let's put it into... Let's recess it. I'm probably going to have to replace the ground at the bottom once I put the pathway in. And put it into zombie-proof mode. And then... I'm trying to think what to do with the bottom. Whether we do something with the bottom. Because, I mean, I could just go... Bump, bump. Something like that along the bottom. Which could work. So I feel like we need something... Need that kind of raise there. Yeah, that looks kind of weird and interesting. I like it. Not saying that's how we'll keep it, but it starts, it starts. We do that. Now we'll pop that one up there like that. I mean, this is just random design. I have no idea how this is going to look. It may look absolutely terrible at the end. It may end up looking pretty cool, but I don't know. I'm quite happy with that. And then maybe we'll do something like this. And then what if we do that? But don't do that on every wall. Maybe just do it on like 1 or 2 walls, actually. Thinking about it, right. So maybe put it on that wall. Then keep that one bare. Maybe we'll put something else on that wall, like some light shades. Keep this one bare at the end here, but maybe this one, like this. Yeah, I kind of like this, actually. I kind of like the way it's not, like, remaining the same all the way around the building. So it creates that little bit more, again, interest in what's going on around it. And then maybe we'll just put it a bit like that on that one. I think I like that. I like that quite a lot, actually. Quite happy with that. Right, okay, let's pop. Go to sleep. I feel you need to do something on the rest of these walls. You do want some sort of plainness, because especially when you look at them from a distance, but thinking we probably want a slightly different colour to what we're using for the windows. We'll probably do something like that, and we'll put some lights hanging down there. I'll have to go and get some lanterns. I forgot to bring some lanterns with me. That would have been quite a handy thing. Right, okay. But let's put some lights in here just so this lights up. Quite like that. Yeah, definitely need to put some lanterns on there. We definitely need to put a roof on there, of course. But before we go to doing the roof, let's pop these back away. I want to have a... Actually, I wanted the acacia. Maybe the crimson. Just again for a bit of an experiment. I mean, this is partly what this is about. This is about experimenting, seeing how it looks, giving it a try. Does it work? It's of course this doesn't tend to go so nicely. No, the purple I think's a bit too much. I think it's a bit too purpley. What have we tried? Acacia. Ah, no, that's it. That's the ticket. Acacia. Acacia works well. So let's... Now, there's going to be a nice footpath coming down here, so maybe if we just bring that into there, probably put like a gate or something into there, that could work, and then maybe pop like that. I'm going to have to... I want to put another building in the front here. I don't know what kind of building. Maybe a little... I don't know, maybe a little shed or something like that, just for the boatyard. Like a little tiny warehouse, mini warehouse, like a shed, basically. Thinking, actually, take out those two. We can put more fencing in there. Dump that into there. I could probably do with some more acacia fencing, actually. In fact, almost certainly could do with more acacia fencing. But in that case, if we do this kind of thing, where it's sort of just wrapping around a bit like this. There we are. We have our hedges outlining the first of the cottages. Okay, now we need an upstairs. Oh, not an upstairs, but we need a roof. Now, I was debating whether to do... how to shape this roof. I was thinking that actually maybe we put a floor in. Have I got... I need more of those, don't I? I need more slabs, and I need some lanterns. Right. Let's just chuck all of this back away a second. I don't think we're going to need the dark oak trapdoor. Oh, you made me jump. I just had a heart attack. I was not expecting Lady Bex to be running out from there. Lady Bex sneaking up on me now. I did not hear you flying in. Oh dear, I think I haven't got much of a heart left now. Oh, what did you bring? What did you bring? Oh, you are a star. Thank you. Do you want some diamonds for it? I'll have to go back to the base to get the diamonds, but just some diamonds for it. Actually, I've got to go back to base anyway, because I've got to go and get some lanterns. Okay, thank you. That's cool. I'll chuck in some diamonds later. That's appreciated. Alright, zoom on over. I was saying that. Is that the terracotta I got you for Christmas? Because I remember getting you a load of terracotta for your Secret Santa. But you have no idea. It's fair enough. But that's cool. No worries. I'll chuck you some diamonds for it later. I massively appreciate that. Thank you. Right. Grab those. Grab that. A lot of it's been staying already intended to giant golems. Ah, of course, yeah, you were using it on that project down there. Of course, that makes sense. Right, we need a load of slabs because I'm going to use that to make a floor, and we also need lanterns, which is also the other reason why we flew over here. I'm probably going to need a lot of other things as well, so I'm probably going to be flying back and forwards between the spire and the village, which is why probably having a portal might be a good idea at some point. This is why I'm going through, like, damaging my wings and having to repair them all the time and going through so many rockets these days. Because it's just flying backwards and forwards between, like, the outskirts of these sort of places. Let's see if I can land this on the top here. Boom. Perfect. Okay, right. I'm just going to build a quick sort of bum 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 bum. These beings I'm probably going to build. I'm thinking I might just build like a small little upstairs sort of thing up in here and build some windows and stuff in there. Actually, let's build the roof and then work it out from there, I think. And I didn't bring any dirt over. That was a bit silly. Let's go and get some dirt from somewhere. This looks like a good pile. This is where I was thinking of building like the portal, having the portal for this side over here, but we could probably do with leveling it off anyway. So let's take off the top row. Thank you. Anyway, this tiny little island got like a cavern entrance. Yeah, there's like a massive cave down there. Yeah, must not fall down there. I've been spending the last couple of days filling in all the holes around Dragon Spire. Dum, 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 dum. And we're down here. Pop the lanterns on the outside there. Cool. Don't really need many lanterns there, but that'll do. So let's pop them away. Built up around there. Yeah, so I needed the dirt just for doing the roof, helping with the roofing, but I also want, I think, these ones. Actually, let's just get all of them, because we're probably going to need all of them. We'll probably get some of these as well. Let's see how this turns out. I meant to record. I've done it again. I was meant to record. I've forgotten to put the camera account on. I always forget that. I always begin these to do this sort of do the replays and everything else. Avlar, how you doing? How are you keeping today? Yeah, I always keep trying to remember to put my camera account on so I can actually do the time lapses of these sort of things, and then forget to actually put the camera account on. So I always then go, hang on a minute, well, I built this, but I can't show you a time lapse of it. Right, okay, this goes across the front here. There's an idea. This may or not work. It's black roofing, but we shall see. And pop that into there. Yes, not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. Other than nearly having a heart attack when I turned around and there was a lady peck standing right beside me. Just like I had a heart attack a minute ago. I did not hear her flying into the area. But yeah, otherwise quite good, quite good. Designing a village out here on the outskirts of the spire. So the spire is still off in the background there, but building this side. Hopefully up, and yeah, that stone stairs in the wrong place. That's it, thank you. And now you've connected over. And I'm thinking this could do with an upstairs on this one. So it's just kind of come up with designs and stuff. Okay, maybe we do... Yeah, let's do the ends. That's probably a sensible way of doing it. And then working from the ends in. No, that's upside down. Thank you. And then that should be about the center. So if we aim like that way, that should be good. Right, okay. And we'll do the same the other way. Coming the other way here. That works. You put that onto there and build this all up as a black stone roof. I really need to get better at shaping my roofs, I think. Because I always just go with these sort of straight triangular roofs, and you see these people who do these lovely sort of curved ones. And I've done a couple in the Drakenspire itself where I sort of copied someone else's design for it, but yeah, my designs for roofs tend to be a little bit more boring, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll pop that way around. I was just thinking, do you want to do that on top of that stone step there? But yeah, we'll do it that way. That's cool. Like that. And pop that over to there. I was against night time again. Right, hang on. Need a bed. Go for a quick sleep. Cookie Crafter, how are you doing? How are you keeping today? How are things with you? How's school been? Oh. Nope. Can't seem to take off again. Or stay on a roof, it seems. It seems like I'm having one of those days today. I managed to kill myself in my tunnel. There's a tunnel that Lady Bex had kindly built for us that we can now fly down to get to the Drakenspire. Unfortunately, as I flew down it, I managed to face plant the wall and kill myself in the process. We have constantly falling off. Managed to give myself a heart attack from Lady Bex turning around, being right behind me, and me not realising, and then suddenly having her right behind me there, gave me a quick heart attack. It's just been it's been one of those days, I think. Fine, thanks. School was great today. It was your first day in school after 3 months. Oh, have you guys gone back? Have you? So they've opened the schools back up again for you, for where you are. Oh, actually, thinking these and I've accidentally just come up with what to do down here. Just as I was sitting there thinking and sort of thinking, yeah, maybe we'll pop those in there. Can't do it on that one, but I've got another way of doing those ones, so that's okay. But yeah, let's fill these gaps in. I'm actually kind of shocked at how well this is sort of going so far on this. You're fine, thanks. Oh, yeah, you said that. Have a nice grade. Everything's so good. Oh, everything's good for you. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we just opened up over here. The schools have reopened up over here a couple of weeks ago. It varies depending which country you're in the UK. Because obviously there's the 4 countries of the UK, and each one has slightly different rules for when they're opening and closing, which just makes it more confusing. But yeah, I think all of the schools are now reopened, or at least some of the schools are reopened. I'm not sure. But I'm not too bad, thanks. Yeah, other than, as I said, other than Lady Bex giving us a heart attack a minute ago, I'm not too bad. I'm out here building more and more stuff and doing loads of stuff. Work is busy, as work is. But that's what we have to do to get by. I'll come across here. No, aren't you... Cookie, you said you're in Germany, isn't it? So... Doesn't over in Germany, isn't there like different types of schools that you go to? Which type of school are you going to? Because I know it's hard to explain sort of for those of us who are sort of English or like the Brits and the Americans here and everything else. But I know from when I've done my studies of German and over there that the school system is a little different. That what we would classify as secondary school or senior school or high school and everything else. But over there you have different types of schools, don't you, for your sort of, like your senior schools? It's like there's like technical schools and there's more vocational schools and stuff like that. Is that right? Am I right in thinking that? or was was my German teacher just telling me something completely different. but yeah, so it's kind of an intriguing. I quite find it quite intriguing, actually, the way that things are done in Germany. I like Germany. I think Germany's a nice land. I don't know, it's gymnasium you go to after the 4th grade until the 12th grade. Okay, yeah, gymnasium. I remember that one being said, and yeah, that doesn't mean gymnasium like gymnasium means over here as well, if I'm right. So it's not just like a sports school or anything else like that. There's more to it, isn't it, I think, for a gymnasium school. Because, yeah, gymnasium in English is obviously is just where you go to get fit. But, yeah. But I do like Germany. I think sometimes some of the systems over there and everything else, they make a lot of sense. You know, I've been to Germany a few times now and visited a few places. There's a few festivals I like going to over there. Particularly like visiting Cologne. It's one of my favourite cities to go and visit. Though my producer, who does sort of does the production for my music, he lives out on the border. I won't say exactly where he lives, but he lives out on the border with the Netherlands as well. He lives over that side of Germany as well, so not too far from Cologne, but a bit further north. Yeah, it's more like high school, that one. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It's been a few years since I've done my German. Since I was in Germany, I took German as a night class. Not that it's really particularly good, because you think your system's stupid. You wait until the British system's just as bad, if not worse. Because, like, I did a GCSE in German, which would mean that you would think I could speak German or could at least understand some German. And I know one or two words, but they teach you to pass the exam. They don't teach you to have a conversation, which is kind of like I wanted to be able to have a conversation. I wanted to get to the end of German, the thing, and be able to actually get by in Germany when I'm over in Germany without having to revert to English. Even though I know most Germans speak far better English than I could ever speak German, it's kind of nice to be able to at least do some conversation, but it's very difficult. But the current rules are stupid. They said schools are closing from people are now, it's 165, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit odd. So, like, I can say one or two words and everything else. You know, I can do the Dankeschön and all that sort of stuff, which, you know, important stuff. Being a Brit, that we've got to be able to say thank you for everything, and is Shield going bitter and all that sort of stuff. We need to get past someone. So I got all of those sort of words and everything else, sort of those basic words. But that's about it. I can order a beer from the bar. You know, I can order my favourite drink. That's about it. But I think the most I get to then is meine Deutsch ist nicht gut. You love English, but if I speak it, it's difficult to find words. My pronunciation's okay, but it's just the right words. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But I mean, literally every German I've ever encountered has far better English skills than I have ever had German skills. My German is, even having done a qualification in German, is like minusculely terrible. I can manage very, very basic. Isn't that a meat-based product though? Schnitzel. Isn't that a meat-based product, if I remember rightly? Which is something I can't eat because I'm vegetarian, unfortunately. Which, yeah, it you know, means also I can't have Wurst either while I'm over there. Unless it's a vegetarian Wurst. Obviously a different thing, which I know it's quite big over there. Alright, pop these over here. But yeah, the bits of Germany I've seen, I absolutely love. And, you know, neighbouring countries as well. I mean, I've visited a few neighbouring countries where there's a lot of German speaking, you know, like Switzerland and Austria and everything else like that. I've also loved those countries as well. Though, of course, German being spoken in Austria and Switzerland is very different to the German that's spoken in German. It's the difference between the dialects and regions of, like, Britain, America, and etc., etc. And well, yeah, I mean, I know there's differences as well, internally as well, of Germany, with the different areas in the way that German's spoken. But I've got some friends who live in Switzerland, and she's German and he's Swiss. And yeah, they sort of often have arguments about how to pronounce things in German. Right, okay, so it's actually quite a nice space in here, actually. There's quite a bit of space. So I'm thinking if we fill this in, we could probably build a window or something in here. And make this into like an upper floor now. That was kind of the idea. Germany is a very beautiful country. It is. What's a cheer on Twitch? I don't think there is a way to just do cheer. Just slash cheer or... I don't think I've got an exclamation mark cheer. Oh, the cheer on Twitch. Oh, the cheers are like, yeah, they're like bits, aren't they? So it's the way to sort of drop bits over to streamers and stuff like that. I'm never bothered by it, to be honest. I mean, if people want to drop subs and cheers, I appreciate it, but I never really require anyone to do it. I'm not out here to, you know, I got a very nice job that I don't really need people chucking cash at me, you know, in that sense there. I do enough, I wouldn't say I'm rich, but I'm certainly getting enough to get by, you know, and surviving, so I don't need people to turn around and be chucking their money at us at the moment. You know, maybe one day when we're bigger and we turn around and we can sort of say, well, actually, I can quit my job because I've got enough people turning around things. But you didn't cheer? Yeah, but you said, what is a cheer? Because it didn't say that you cheered. Or is it offering for you to cheer? Is it just that Twitch is giving you a suggestion? Okay, we're going to pop that onto there. But I wouldn't worry, it hasn't come through as a cheer on this side. You can ask parents to connect Twitch with Prime. You can do, but it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm not going to ask you to do that. I mean, I don't want you to do that sort of thing, especially, you know, at the end of the day, obviously, look after your money in that sense and everything else. There is no need to do that sort of side of things. Though obviously, yeah, you know, the one thing that worth mentioning that is Prime is if you've got Amazon Prime, everyone who has Amazon Prime gets a free subscription that you can spend on any stream you like. It doesn't cost you anything if your accounts are linked, but it does turn around and give the streamer a little bit extra cash. But yeah, it's cool. But just chuck it to a streamer that you like. That, obviously, they've got to be affiliate. But it's, oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Cookie. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I like you too. You're cool. Yeah, I don't have any sort of requirements for people to do that sort of thing. But yeah, it is worth pointing out that Amazon Prime, you know, if you've already owned Amazon Prime, then yeah, you can put out a free subscription, and yeah, it does give cash back to the streamer as well, or eventually gives cash back to the streamer, because once you've got to build up enough before Amazon pays you out. But it's only once you hit affiliate level, and which we have done. I hit affiliate years ago when I was doing the old Elder Scrolls streaming, but it still applies. You know, you still got the minimum sort of requirements for it. All right, I'm going to need to fill in the end here. Do I want to fill this in a terracotta colour, or do I want to change the colour at the top there? I'm thinking maybe it should be a different colour. I'm thinking this should be a bit more spruce-like at the top there, but I'm not quite 100% sure. Everyone on the on-offer server doesn't forget you. You're very nice, so you're happy. Hey, we appreciate you coming by and chatting. We appreciate having a chat and conversation with you, and we appreciate you being a fan and sticking around and having conversations with us. I know you've checked out a lot of our sort of various videos and streams and everything else like that. I think Lady Bex was thinking about streaming later on as well, so probably she'll take over after us, so we'll pop over onto Lady Bex afterwards as well. Now, I'm trying to think. I need to dig out this bit here, I think. But yeah, we try to be a nice server. We try to be what we call family friendly. But it's sort of an everyone server, I think, is the proper word for it. Some think that's for everyone. And, you know, not brash or anything else like that. You know, some Minecraft servers can be quite brash. Nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But obviously, it's if that's what people want to do on their servers, that's what they're welcome to do. You know, that's their places and everything else. But we want to be just, I think we as on our server, we've come to the decision that we want to be a bit of something for everyone. But yeah, that's cool. Right, let's pop down here and we'll pop that one onto there. And I'm thinking maybe dark oak coming up into there. So we sort of replicate. Or do I want to do that? I'm in such an indecisive mood at the moment. I am really. Sorry, but I need to go to our stream also later. Yeah, what we'll probably do, Cookies, we'll probably, I will finish and hand over to her. So she'll probably start like about a couple of minutes before I start. You can change your message colour. Yep, you can. You can change your message colour as well. Though, actually, the message colour... Oh, no, actually, my OBS is now working properly. I just looked over at Twitch as well, because I got Twitch loaded on one screen, and I got OBS loaded on another. And I got the Streamlabs OBS, and it has the chat in the Streamlabs OBS. And for a long time, the colour in the Streamlabs OBS wasn't the same colour as what was in the chat. But it looks like they've actually changed that now, and it actually does replicate your colour, which is quite handy. But yes, should be probably more likely. I'll probably finish a couple of minutes before she starts. I'll probably other way around. Sorry, she'll start a couple of minutes before I finish. So she'll have her loading screen up while I'm doing my finishing off and everything else, and then we'll go and raid Lady Bex and we'll hand over to her. So there's no need to worry, sort of thinking that, oh, hang on a minute, which stream I should go and follow. We'll probably just back onto each other in that way, so that you don't have to choose between the two. I think that's the general plan. I mean, Lady Bex was in the channel, so she might be able to confirm that. She was on server as well, but she might be busy doing some other stuff as well. Right, okay. I'm still not sure how to do this upper floor. I'm thinking that it should be done out of spruce. But I'm thinking it's also needing timbering. That's the plan. That's another hour. Yeah, correct. Yeah, I'm only planning on doing 2 hours, so yeah, you're perfectly fine. Yeah, literally another hour. So you're all cool on that. Absolutely all cool on that. Thinking... Do we want... I'm still not sure how to do this. I'm trying to pop that into there. I'm thinking... I'm being very indecisive. I'm chatting away, but I'm being very indecisive in the background here as well about how I want to do this upper floor. I mean, I think we'll probably get to the end of the stream. I've probably built one cottage, but I'll be happy with that as well. Be back in a bit. Got to go take care of the critters real quick. Ah, then that's fair. You no problems, Lady Bex. You have a good one. We'll catch you in a second. All the best to the critters as well. I'll pop that onto there. You have channel points. That's right. I don't know what to do with the channel points, actually. I'm not sure what you can do with it. Oh, highlight message. Well, you got that option. Yeah, so that's enabled. Yeah, I need to really do something with that. There's so many little trinkets and stuff with Twitch that you can do these days, and I've never really sort of explored how far and what sort of things you can do with it. So it might be an idea that I start doing that. Now, I was going to do something here. Now I was like, I'm actually now debating whether I want to do that. I am being so indecisive about what to do with the coloration on this top floor. I'm thinking it needs to be a spruce coloration, but I don't know. Do I want to use stripped spruce? Maybe stripped spruce will look better. I think that's going to be the trick. I think that might be the thing. Sometimes it takes a moment to sort of think about what I'm doing. I'm being really indecisive because I'm sort of trying to sort of change the way this sort of looks, so it's a little bit different. And I haven't built a chimney on this. I need to build a chimney of some description to make it look nice. Not doing that with the city ones, because otherwise you'll end up with way too much lag with the amount of animation of the smoke particles. But out here in the sticks, it's not going to be so bad. So what I'm thinking is we do that up to, say, about here. You can do a window which is like a flat roof. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was sort of going for, was like a window, sort of, you know, like one of these little, I forgot what they call them, where you have like this little bay window coming out of the roof, like a little sort of jutting out the side there. I was kind of trying to go for, but I was just trying to think what colours I want to do, because I don't want to replicate the wall at the bottom. I want to kind of make it look a little bit different. I'm thinking I might use the strip spruce for that one. So like, that's going to be more of a window bit there, isn't it? And then probably, I just fell off again, didn't I? Not having a good day at this. I keep falling off the edge of the roof. Okay. And I came in a bit too solid then. That could have ended up badly as well. And I probably would have ended up killing myself again for faceplant. Right, okay, let's pop those on. They look like... So that's... Is that the dark oak? Is that actually the genuine dark oak? Oh, it is. They don't actually... I've always thought the dark oak log was a bit darker than the spruce, but it doesn't actually look that different. At least from this angle. We're definitely sure that's a dark oak. No, that's a spruce log, so that is definitely the wrong one. I thought they were meant to be darker. I thought I was looking at the wrong colour. Yeah, that's better. Done it again. I need to give myself some stairways to get up there, I think. Never saw that. Right, okay, pop this down onto here. Never saw that, Holy. You're saying spruce. What were you referring to? The background or the other elements there? Right, okay, pop that across there. And I'm thinking that. Something like that. And then if we use polished blackstone, I think. One into there. Bring it out the front here. That can go across like so. I'll sort this bit out in a minute. And the same on this side. Like so. And then we're going to drop it down by one to here. Again, we'll sort out that back piece in a second. In fact, we'll do that now. So that one into there. And what we'll do for this bit is... we're going to put two of them together so it creates like a solid block, like so. You also play KSP? Yes, I love KSP. Kerbal Space Program is awesome. Are you looking forward to the second one? The second one is coming out of, well, sometime in the next year or two. I think they've been a little bit delayed. A, because of COVID, and B, because it's much more complicated than they expected. But the second one is going to be multiplayer as well, which I'm really looking forward to. But I'm also going to be very intrigued as to how they're going to do that, because that's going to be quite difficult for them to do. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the second one myself. But yeah, I love Kerbal Space Program. I'm really tempted about... I got a couple of videos up from where I used to do it before, and I was really tempted to do a new video series on it. Though at the moment I'm playing through Satisfactory, so I may have to come back to that. But yeah, I love Kerbal Space Program. Really love Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, that's part of the plan. Have you seen any of the trailers? The trailers look awesome. The new one is looking really, really awesome. If they manage to pull off what they're planning on pulling off, which obviously that's dependent on a few other factors and everything else like that, because yeah, there's loads of things that people plan for and then they never manage it. But there's a mod to play multi, but it's not very nice. That's a shame. I mean, I think it's something that people have always wanted for Kerbal Space Program is a multiplayer option, but it's one of those things also because of the way Kerbal Space Program works. It makes it very difficult to make it multiplayer. Because of the time warp, because as you'll be aware that, you know, the time warp is how you sort of speed it up. Otherwise, you know, no one wants to sit there and wait 3 days in real time to get to the moon, you know, because it's all sort of based on sort of semi-realistic physics. We'll say semi-realistic. It's not proper physics, but it's a far more accurate representation of how gravity and orbits work than any other program has ever given. But yeah, I mean, it's questionable as to how they could do the multiplayer aspect, but I think what they might do is it's going to be one of two ways. Either they're going to turn around and say, right, okay, you can put it to time warp, but until everyone turns around and time warps, you still remain at normal time. A bit like in Minecraft, normal vanilla Minecraft, where you don't have the mod to sleep, so that you can, you know, when you've got multiple players at the same time, if one of you wants to sleep, you've all got to sleep. But then that's not going to work. For example, if one of you logs on and logs off and everything else like that, you know, what happens to that person's crafts and everything else like that? I'm thinking it'll probably be more localized time. There'll be more of a sort of a localized sort of system on time, so you'll have your own localized time. But that may not be the same as everyone else's, so one person can walk and the other one can't. The other one doesn't, and the other one's sort of staying in normal time. I think that might be more related, but then you can't do proper orbital paths and trajectories for the motions of the planet. There's so many questions. Like, I don't know how they're going to do it. It's going to be very difficult as multiplayer, unless it's just one person plays and hosts and just controls everything in that sense, and gets to control when it's a time warp, which might be another option. Like a sort of almost like you have a server admin. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen or read up on that one as to what they're doing, but it does get me thinking as to how would they achieve that, because that's probably the hardest bit, I think, about doing a multiplayer for Kerbal, as to how to handle the time warp. Okay, I'm looking at that now and I'm thinking, okay, that window's great where it is, but maybe we need one higher as well. It needs to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go back up there. I mean, it's this small window here, and I've been so indecisive on it today. Right, okay, grab that one out. Thank you. Step through. Pop that in here, and we're going to do that. So I'm not putting glass in these ones, because these are rustic. They can't afford glass out here. And what I'm going to do is bring these along to here, like so, and then just to give it a bit of texture, maybe do one at a funny angle, and maybe put another one in the end here as well. Maybe that one like that, and that like that. Actually, that one should go across because that's going to be forming that barrier here. Okay, cool. Like so. I'll do the roof on that side. Let's do the roof this side. Like so. And again, and maybe like that. That's going to be tucked away so you can barely see it. But that'll be fine. That'll be fine. And we'll pop those like so. Bump, 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 bump. There, yeah. You're also playing Star Citizen. I also like it, but I don't have enough money to buy it. Always trying to get into the tournaments and Overwatch, Minecraft, etc. to buy it. That's fair enough. Yeah, Star Citizen is... Yeah, I mean, Star Citizen hasn't been properly released yet anyway. I love Star Citizen. I absolutely love the work they've done with it. But it has been a long time in development, and it is still got quite a bit of development to go on it. So the version that's playable that's out there is the playable alpha, which is getting better and better, and more gameplay elements are being added to it, but it is far from a completed game. It's a very difficult game to sort of play as a game at the moment, even though it is very beautiful and it is very well put together and all the elements are there. There's still a lot of work they need to be doing on it. But what they have done on it is absolutely awesome. I love the game. I love that game, and I think it's absolutely really brilliantly done. So a game that I highly recommend, but also a game to be very aware of that it's not finished yet. It's got a lot to do yet. It's very much in development, and it's very much still in that sort of phase. Okay, maybe we'll pop that one here. I'm just looking at these windows on the end here and thinking they look a bit sort of floating, so I want to sort of connect them a little bit, and that seems to work. Yeah, that works. I like that. And I'm thinking maybe we want... I'm thinking we might put some hanging stuff down from here. Hanging plants and stuff. Thank you, Angry Big Mac. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, that's my house, and there's my windmill, and there's my real house in the background there. But welcome. Thank you for the follow. Massively appreciated. Hope you're keeping well here. I'm just building a little tiny village out on the outskirts of my base, and I'm building designing a brand new house from scratch. But yeah. But yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for the follow. Massively appreciate it. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Pop that over to there. You guys come across each other before? Right, pop that into there. I guess you guys have bumped into each other on other channels before elsewhere. We're stalking each other. Hopefully not real stalker. Okay, it's fair enough. Well, welcome over to the DrakenWerks. I hope you're keeping well. I am just, as I say, just designing. We're here on the Unorthoblocks server, and we're just designing a few sort of village down here. This area here is sort of designated to a new village. I've just put together this one, and I'm just thinking about finishing touches to this. So we might want to put some like flowers around the outside. I think I might actually just go full whack. Let's finish this completely around the outside, at least from an exterior point of view. And I might put some hanging bushes and stuff coming down here. So I might get some chains. Put a bit of greenery in there to break it up a little bit. So let's do that. Let's go back to base. Oh, he's a mod in your stream. Oh, right, fair enough. Oh, that's good then. Well, welcome over to the DrakenWerks. I hope you're keeping well. Yeah, so we're checking all of this out at the moment. But yeah, this is my main base here. It is a pretty big base. We've got various ships and everything else tucked away here. I haven't reloaded it in properly yet, so we've got some work to do on the outer city, so this area is going to be built up yet. I haven't built it up yet, but we've got some ships under construction there in dry dock. And we come on over to the top there. Holly the Berry is now following. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the DrakenWerks. Come on over to here. How long did it take to build up this base? Well, this was built in survival. I joined the server back in June last year, so we are now about 10 months. And this is all in survival. There's no creative used on this in that sense. And these are like all my farms. So a lot of these buildings you see around here, these are farms. That's like a gunpowder farm right in front of me here. This one over here is my super furnace. This is like my purple farm is just in this one as well. If we can... I'm saying all these things, I'm actually showing you that they are actually farms. Like we come into here. can see we've got all our purple blocks growing in here, so I can use that for farming purple blocks. Yeah, we've got like a furnace around here as well, big furnace array, which super furnace. That turns around, makes it much easier for me to cook up things on a large scale. Your stream's gone laggy? Ah, sorry to hear that. You're from Germany as well, are you? Welcome. What's it, Allo? I think it's, trying to remember the word. I'll go back to my German. I was just talking with Cookie a minute ago about my German and days in my German. I did study some German for a bit and everything else, but I can barely speak a word of it. I can just about manage Allo. Meine Nomen ist Draken. I think it's about as much as I can get there, and maybe how to order a beer. That's about it. I can say thank you. I mean, thank you, Shun. I can say that. So thank you, Shun, for the follow. Massively appreciated. Right, okay, let's pop. I need some more fire rockets over here as well. It's gone back to normal, is it? Maybe it's Twitch has been playing up a little bit. Maybe Twitch is being a bit funny. Right, pop those into there. Look like Lady Bex just got back on as well. Yep, Lady Bex has just joined again. Probably from just finishing feeding the critters, I'd imagine. Right. I was coming back here for something, wasn't it? Oh, chains. Do you ever do that? You ever walk into somewhere and you sort of forget why you go there? I do that in-game. I fly somewhere in the game to go, I'm going to get this from like my room in here. And then I get to the room and I'm like, why was I coming here? What was I after? Actually, I'm also thinking I might do some hanging pots. So like, let's do... Where did I put my flower pots? I'm sure I got a chair some tucked away somewhere. Is it in one of these? No, not in that one. Maybe in this one? Or is it in the other one? Let's have a look. It's not in that one, but we'll take some of them because they will look pretty in a pot. And some of them. And we're also going to pop them back, but it's obviously not in that one. So what about this one? No, that's my bee's nest that Lady Bex gave us. Right, okay, so what am I missing? I am missing something. Yeah, my flower pots. Well, there's 3 there. That's a start, but that's not enough. I had more than that. Actually, 3 might be enough if I do some bushes around some of them. This is because you also have a mobile delay. Oh, no, that makes sense. That totally makes sense then, yeah, if you've got a mobile. Did you farm this iron with an iron golem farm? I do have an iron golem farm. Actually, a lot of the iron I initially used, I bought from other people on the server because we are a group of content creators who all share the server together. But about a couple of months ago, I built the iron farm that's over here. So this is my iron farm. It's a very simple farm. I can't remember whose design it is now. Whose farm? Whose design was it? I put it up in... If you find the YouTube video where I built this, I did put a note in there to say whose it is. But it's one of the very simple ones. Easy to sort of run and operate and everything else like that. Oh, it's on the tip of my mind as to whose farm it is. But yes, it's a very cool farm. Very easy, very simple to make and use. Do you have a nice program to cut a video? I want to cut a video from a river I built inspired by your river. Oh, right. Okay, awesome. I'd love to see it. But not DaVinci. It's not working at all. Oh, that's a shame. DaVinci's really the only one that I use other than Premiere Pro. Obviously, Premiere Pro costs money. So DaVinci's the only free one which is similar to that. There's some others as well. I'm trying to think of some names. I mean, I used to use VSDC, but I don't know if that's so good these days or if it's even cheap, even if it's free anymore. You can check that one out. Again, it's a bit more... VSDC is a bit like DaVinci and a bit like Premiere Pro as well. But yeah, it's something along those lines. But yeah, how long have you been building the base? Yeah, about 10 months. 10 months. About 10 months I've been building it. Right, okay. I'm going to need... What do I want? I want saplings. I'm sitting here chatting away. Saplings, that sapling, and I want some of those saplings. I also want some birch leaves as well, just for the joy of it. And we also want some roses and those. I don't want those things. Do we want some vines coming down the side of the house? That could look pretty cool, actually. I'll probably need some more vines, actually. So let's go and chop up some more vines, and I'm going to need then some string to contain it to make sure it's all okay. So we're going to use our vine farm. It's late now, so you're off to bed. Okay, no problems. You take care. Have a great day. And thank you for stopping by and dropping us a follow. Massively appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Right, okay. String, that's what we needed, is there. Cool. Oh, you've lost me on the German there. You've lost me on the German there. I can pick out 1 or 2 words, I think. Hang on, let's have a look, see if I can work it out. Knockmouth. I've come across that. Why have I got Knockmouth before? Is that to do with knights? I might be completely well off the base there, but I've come across Knockmouth before. This is going back about the many years since I've done German. My German is well off there. My German is well off. I could probably pronounce it. Wildcomic Spatter Knockmouth. Is that it? He said he eventually comes back if he can't sleep. Ah, fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah, I thought Knockmouth was something to do with night or sleep or something like that. That makes sense. It makes that in that sense. Oh, I'm going to have to go back and do some restudying of German and everything as well. But yeah, cool. Awesome. Very, very awesome. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good evening. You take care. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys have got to teach me a bit more German and get me back on my toes with my German. Because I don't use it enough. And I'm hoping that once all these lockdowns are done and everything else, I want to go back. There's a festival I love in Germany, in Cologne, that occurs in July. There's a brilliant festival I enjoy down there. I've been several times, and I want to go back again and everything else. But each time I want to go back, speak a bit more German and stuff. Yeah, you love if UK or USA people speak German. Awesome. Well, I do try. It's just I'm not brilliant. I can barely manage it. I can manage to sort of say thank you, as I said, and sort of get by and excuse me and all that sort of stuff, and order my beer. But the more we learn, I'm getting there. I know bits and words, and I probably know more than I let on in terms of what I can do. Oh, you live near Cologne? Oh, it's a beautiful city. I love Cologne. Been up for like riverboat tours up and down the river there and everything else as well, and crossed the bridge many a times over there at Cologne. At the festival there, the festival's held at sort of the Tanzbrunnen. If you know that one, it's like a big dance festival area that's just on the other side of the Rhine to the Hauptbahnhof. It's just like side to the main station, and there's like the big bridge that connects over to it, but it's just off to the side there. I'm just sort of envisaging it in my head now. It's got like the big upside down umbrellas in the sort of in the concrete concourse in front of it. It's used for a few events, from my understanding. Though I only ever go for the one festival that goes on in there. But yeah, unfortunately, obviously didn't go ahead this year or last year because of various things. But because of the whole COVID scenario. But let's chuck some chains up here. Let's carry on a second just while we're designing this. I think we are only going to get the one house done today, but that's okay because it's been nice and pleasant chatting away and everything else like that. And it's come along quite nicely actually. I quite like the way this is done. Sometimes you need to take your time even over the small builds to get it right. They meet in the Germany or in the UK. Yeah, we need to have an Unortho fest. We've got to have an Unortho fest. I keep saying this to the guys that someday we're going to have an Unortho fest when we're all big and famous and everything else like that. We're not planning on being big and famous. If we get there, brilliant. But it's not what we're actually aiming for here. Let's pop that here. We're aiming to have fun, enjoy ourselves on a server with a load of like-minded people. And yeah, we're all developing our YouTube channels and stuff like that, but we're just trying to see what we can do. Yeah, there we are. Nice little hanging flower pot on that one there. And then maybe we'll put a bush next to it. Oh, I picked up the vines in order to be able to sort of put vines around and stuff. Let's tell you what, let's maybe if we put that on there like that, so it's a little bit, yeah, okay, and then we're going to put string just underneath there. No, I wanted you to be beneath it, not on it. You're meant to be the chosen one. Old Star Wars joke. Right, okay, pop that into there. There, that's it. And that should stop, I hope. Yeah, the string should stop that vine from growing down any further. That keeps the vine under control. If I could come, you'd like to come, but it would take a bit. Yeah, it would probably be for many years, yeah. Also, mostly on offer in the US, right? Yeah. So, well, yeah, these days, I think it's about 2/3 of us. I think a good majority of us are. There's a good crowd of us in the UK. I think Toberson 3D, he's from... I'm trying to remember where he's from now. Netherlands? The Netherlands? I may be corrected on that one, so I may know better. If anyone from the server is on and knows any better on that one. But yeah, a lot of the Unorthoblocks are all from the US. I think I'd say a good 2/3 at least. But I mean, there's a few of us that are UK based as well. You've got myself, you've got Grey, you've got Mighty High, it's also UK based. Who else is UK based? Kira's UK based. You've got Topster Chom Chom, who hasn't been around much recently, but we see him a lot on the Discord, on our Discord. Yeah, Grey is UK. Yeah, he's not far from me actually. Grey and funnily enough, actually, so where I live in Wales, and I just moved from the capital, from one of the cities, and then Topster Chom Chom does uni in that same one, though we've never actually met. Then Grey's not far away from there, and I know Mighty High's not far away from Grey, sort of on the other side there. So we're actually not... We're probably within about a couple of hours of each other at maximum, I think, in terms of travel time. We're not that far at all. It's quite easy to get... You know, if we wanted to sort of us forwards meet up, it'd be quite easy. I'm not sure where Kira lives, and I don't know... We've ever really spoken about it. Kira's ever really spoken about it, but I know we're not all too far away from each other. Right, okay. I'm trying to think now. What was I over here for? Oh yeah, vines. That's what I was over here for. Getting sidetracked again. Okay. Losing my train of thought for a bit there while we're chatting away. You travelling next year to the summers? Ah, cool. Do you know which part? Luna and Travis are close to each other, and Neon and you live in the same state as well. That's awesome as well. So yeah, there's a few people on the state side as well who are quite close to each other. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, it's quite nice. Flezzy is also pretty close to you as well. Okay. Oh, did I just damaged my block there. I didn't even realise I was doing that. I was reading the chat rather than looking at what I was farming. Okay. Let's just... I got this massive vine farm, right? I have this farm. Like, look how big this vine farm is. And do you think I have ever harvested this all the way back? Nope. I only harvest the front row and not more than a couple of sprigs at the bottom. I don't know why I have such a big vine farm, because I never use it for what it's intended. I think it's because sometimes I do big projects with like mossy stone bricks and stuff like that, like around the harbours, but I haven't done it this time. I did it with Fort Draken, but I decided not to do it this time and try and make it all sort of mossy around the bottom of the things. I might go back and do that if I've got time towards the end of the season, but you know, it's quite a lot to do, but it's a lot to harvest up all of this as well. It's just it's perfect. Just let's meet on the ocean. Yeah, we could do. We'll choose somewhere in the middle. Put a big cruise ship out the middle there or something like that. We'll just have the Unortho Fest there. I think that'll be it. But yeah, I think somewhere near Plymouth or near London. Plymouth's alright. I've never been to Plymouth, but it's one of our old naval cities. I was originally born in Portsmouth, which is like it's further down the coastline to Plymouth, but it's the other naval city. So Plymouth's one of the major naval cities, but London's alright. London's very busy, but London's not the same as the rest of the UK. That's something to sort of point out to anyone who don't know anything about inside the UK. Don't ever visit London and think that what London's like is how the rest of the UK is, because London is a very distinct place in itself as a city. Nice place. I love visiting London. I love going to London. I've played in my band many a times in London and everything else, and visited London many a times. It's easy enough to get to. It's only down the road for us, so to speak. A couple of hours, about 3-4 hour drive, or about the same on a train as well. Yeah, I love London, but it's not the same as anywhere else in the UK. It's a very distinct character. And the way it operates, also very distinct in its price. It's incredibly expensive compared to most of the UK. Alright, okay, let's put a couple of flowers around. Yeah, the red kind of works. Kind of pops out a little bit more than you expect it to, actually. I like that. We've got a couple more of these pots as well. One in there. Maybe we'll put another pot on that one. Awesome. And then we can put that in there. So that's sort of sitting up there, and we'll put a flower in this one, I think. If it lets me. Ah, there we are. Little hanging plots coming from the top there. That's quite nice. The entire, yeah, that'd be like thinking the entire US is similar to New York or Los Angeles. Nope, nope, that's quite right. I don't know if you know, but there's a museum on a pirate ship, and I want to go there since I was 6. I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Yeah, parts of the UK are very big on their sort of floating museums and stuff like that, because we got a lot of old, well, obviously we're an old maritime nation, you know, our strength was in our navy, so we have a lot of ships and everything else related to us, but yeah, that works there. Okay, but yeah, it's, yeah, we have a lot of stuff like that, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. But no, I haven't seen it. I haven't heard of that one. I'd have to check that out at some point. Is that down Plymouth direction, is it? Or... Alright, pop that there. Maybe that one there. Yeah, that works. We're just going to pop red flowers in each of these corners, actually, I think. Like that. And like that. There we are. Cool. Getting towards bedtime again. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to build anything more than this one, but I was sitting there coming onto stream scan going, yeah, I'm going to build 5 or 6 buildings. No, I wasn't going to build 5 or 6 buildings. Okay. Okay, right. Still think that looks a little bare in between there, but there's nothing we really do with it, unless we put... I don't know, maybe we could put... I've got an idea. But yeah, I'm just being very, very fussy in particular with this, and enjoying chatting, enjoying having conversations as well, which is also cool. Yeah, that's the thing with streaming. Streaming isn't just about for us to do work on. It's, yeah, about catching up with people, having a nice chat and everything else as well. So it's not, you know, while we're doing it at the same time. So, you know, it's quite cool like that. Now, that looks better. That looks better. That breaks it up a little bit more, and I feel a bit more comfortable with that. And the same with that one just above the door there. I think that works well. Yeah, I don't normally go this fussy on the designs, but I don't think we need it on the bottom ones. I'm just thinking of the top ones. Kind of needs it. Right. Yeah, this all works nicely. I think I like this. Right, okay, but what I was wanting to do was to put maybe some vines on some of the bare walls, just to break those ones up a bit. Looking good. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, Ladybex, especially coming from you, because you're a master builder. And this is probably a bit more detailed than I normally do my builds in. But I kind of like it. I wanted to, as I said at the beginning of the stream, I wanted to sort of try and push myself a little bit today. And I can't get over that because it's a fence. Okay. I'm going to sort of try and do something that's a little bit more than I usually would. And, you know, something like that. Will that spread sideways? I'm a bit concerned because if it spreads sideways, that's going to be interfering with that, and I don't want that sort of interfering with that. But yeah, that could do there, because we can't. Oh, we could probably do. No, I don't like that. Don't like that. I think the green's actually a little. I think the vine green's actually a little too bright for that wall, actually. If you sometimes have a chat with toxic kids, it's very nice. But normal kids are okay. I don't know where he writes. What he writes, sonst. Not sure. If you mean, yeah, I don't normally allow toxicity. No, I don't allow toxicity in this chat here. That's not my thing. And it's the same for most of the Unorthoblocks as well. Toxicity is not what we're looking for. We are looking for sort of family-friendly servers and stuff like that. So we try to avoid all the toxicity where we can. We obviously try to be nice and balanced to give everyone a fair chance. But as you do, you've got to give everyone a fair chance. But yeah, we don't like toxicity here. So if we can't put that there, can I do anything else? I mean, maybe we could put... I mean, maybe I'm just doing too much detail now, actually, thinking about it. I think we could declare that done. I mean, look at the detail that's on that now. That's a lot of detail, isn't it? I'm thinking it's a lot of detail. I'm thinking I'm happy with where it's got to. Yeah, I mean, I think we need the plain walls there, actually. I think we need something. Well, patience is limited, yeah. Yeah, you can only put up with so much. That's quite right. They're just about almost everywhere. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. You will find them crop up, and it's just a lot of the time it's people who are bored, it's people who just don't know better. I feel sorry for a lot of them, to be honest, because if their life relies on them being toxic for their entertainment, then they are missing out on so much to do with life, because that toxicity will push them away, push people away from them, and push experiences away from them that they could, they could have genuinely, if you are in a constantly toxic community, for example, there is no sort of helping each other out, no, like, if you're having a bad day, having people there to sort of comfort you or advise you, because everyone's just going to be toxic to you, and it's horrible, that sort of thing, and so you lose out on so much in your life because you're being toxic or you're involved with toxicity. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Hey, Treju, welcome back. How you doing? How are you keeping? Welcome back to the DrakenWerks. We are going to probably be around for probably about another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I'm just in the middle of here, just designing this house here. Just putting together a nice little bit of a design. I was going to build several houses, but it's ended up just being the one house because I spent so long just doing this. Just building this together. Knocking it together. WBY. What's WBY mean again? See, I'm not up with the modern acronyms. I work for a company where we've got a million acronyms for everything. Like, everything we do has an acronym. And trying to remember every acronym is unbelievable. Oh, what about you? Of course it is. Of course it is. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm not too bad, thanks. I'm not too bad. Yeah, I'm having one of those days today where my brain is dribbling out my ear, I think. I managed to crash in my Nether tunnel earlier and managed to actually kill my character in the Nether tunnel down there. And I had a heart attack a minute ago, well, about an hour ago, when Lady Beck snuck up behind us on the server. Didn't see her flying up behind me. So it's been one of those days today, but it's been fun. It's been enjoyable. But yeah, we built this. I'm quite happy with where this has gone to, actually. I was coming down here. This is going to be like a village area down here. Yeah, Lady Bex is very sneaky. I got to really maybe change where I put the chat, or put myself, because I'm sort of blocking the chat that comes in from on the server side. But yeah, Lady Bex was saying that she is very sneaky. But yeah, I'm sort of thinking of building a bit of a village around here. So I'm probably going to build like about 4 or 5 houses in this area. Maybe a chapel. Someone recommended a chapel and stuff. But yeah, we'll put it all together there. I'm going to lurk. Okay, no problems. Thank you very much for coming by, though, and lurking. I massively appreciate it. Lurkers are always welcome. Always welcome. Right, but yeah, we're just going to keep building away in the background here. Yeah. Not sure what else it is. So this has come together quite nicely. I really wish I put my camera account on it now and time-lapse this, because this turned out really nice. But I think what we'll do, because we haven't got long left before Lady Bex is on, in about 20 minutes. We've got about another 20 minutes left. I'll probably plot out where the next ones are going to go. I'll probably plot out where the houses are. Look, it means that you're still tuned into the channel, but you're not going to be chatting. It's because maybe you're doing something else at the same time. A lot of people, like, for example, if you're like playing a computer game yourself, you might have it up on the other screen, so you can't really, you're engaged in the computer game, but you've got it in the background there. So it's like it's on in the background, but you're not like fully focused into it, which is perfectly fine. Lurking's perfectly fine. A lot of people, if you see sort of the view accounts, I don't look at my view account while I'm streaming, because I sort of find it sort of a bit distracting, and you start playing to the view account, and it's like, it doesn't matter whether there's 2 people in here or 100 people. I'm just happy to chat with people and sort of do what we do. Yeah, a lot of people tend to be normally lurking. Yeah, there, Lady Bex has a good example there. Like, if you're doing the dishes or cleaning, yeah, for me it's like normally, yeah, I'll be lurking away in someone's channel if I'm like doing housework, or I'm working a computer game myself. Though I might come back and occasionally type if I hear something. Yeah, smart to do when you're playing Overwatch. Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind lurkers at all, because it means I can still be going along and everything else. You guys are still here and enjoying stuff. And late night streamers will sometimes get lurkers that are tuning into something so they can fall asleep. Yeah, there's that as well. You're quite right. Actually, yeah, there's a few people who have that. Depends obviously on who's streaming and whether it works with those people. Actually, I should finish off the garden around here. Maybe I should do something with this garden. I should really do something with this garden. Maybe I'll I don't know. I think I'll just put a bit of mud or something down there and maybe just make it look like he hasn't kept his garden very well. I might just use a bit of bone meal. I'll just be boring. Oh, no, that's boring, isn't it? I can't do that. I'm going to have to do something with this garden, I think. But I'm going to have to build the footpath coming up the front here. So that's got to be done. Should we have it all as one type? I'm not going to just do a cut grass. I'm going to do... Or do I just do something similar to this, where we've got almost like the broken flagstones like we've got for the road? Sort of just expanding on that. I think that's probably going to be the best bet. I think that's probably going to look the best going into there. I was going to put a gate on there as well, so I need an acacia gate. I want an acacia gate. I want to go and get some bone meal because around the outside of this should be done. Oh yeah, I was digging these up as well because I need to build. I was going to mark out where I was going to build the others. So I'm thinking. Actually, I think the church is going to go here, the chapel, and we'll build like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, that'll be the front of it. And then we'll come back. We'll do this one a slightly different design. So we'll do this like almost like a T shape, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be 5 between there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we put that there. And there. And there. And then we come over to here. Bump, 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 bump. That, and then down onto this one. So that will be that sort of shape. And that'll be another cottage. I think that'll be one. And then we'll probably want a small... something small on the corner over here. Because obviously this is going to fit into here. So maybe like a... I don't know. We can't really build anything in here now. Maybe we'll put the well or something here, like the village well. Of course, obviously we can build sort of closer to the ocean over here. Maybe I've just put this in the wrong place. Maybe this just needs to come over a little bit. I kind of like where it is. I kind of like this here, though. So we could do that, and then maybe we'll just build... Actually, yeah, so I mean, if we do build the chapel on the corner here, maybe we'll build another one sort of sitting around the back here. Ah, yeah, sitting around the back here could be a good one. So we could go 1 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So pop that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then put that onto the coastline. And that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That puts that into there. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, over to here. Oh, actually, that's not going to be able to come over much more than here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That to there. And maybe if we come out by a little bit here, a bit like the one that's behind it. That's probably going to just have to go down a little bit like that, just almost though it's supported off the side of the cliff there. That works. Right, you getting more viewpoints? Yeah, these they will do. As you are watching, the longer you watch, the more points you accrue. As I say, I know you get the shout-outs from them. You can do highlighted messages and stuff like that, but I've got to sit there and work out what else we can do on that, because you can set it up to do all sorts of things. So we might have to do that with the Twitch points, the viewing points. I think they just turn on automatically anyway for most streamers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That one into there. That one into there. And we'll put another cottage back here. There's 1, 2. Like that. So that's going to be like our third cottage, or fourth cottage in the area. We'll have those 4 cottages. Yeah, I think that's enough. I think that's all we need, really. It's just 4 cottages. It's not meant to be a big village. It's not meant to be mega. I didn't do a chimney on this. I didn't build a chimney onto this house, though. That's the only thing. And I don't know if there's space to put one on there now. Maybe we won't put it on every single one. We don't probably need it on every single one. I mean, literally, I mean, there isn't really any space I've built around here to put a chimney on here, so I don't think we need a chimney on there. I think it's okay, but we might build it, include it on one of the other builds and stuff as well. Can make a church? Yeah, actually, this is what Lady Beck said right at the beginning, that we should put maybe a church or chapel or something like that down here. So yeah, we could probably put one. This is what I was leaving this gap here for, was to build like a little mini chapel. It wouldn't be like a full-scale church, but just like a small little chapel, because it's only meant to be a small village. We need a vantage point. Let's use this windmill. That seems to be a good vantage point. Yeah, I'm not so... I mean, the roof, I like the black roof. I'm thinking maybe we might want to put a little bit of decoration on the roof. Oh, we've got raiders down there as well. Hey, leave the village alone. Yeah, that will work. I mean, I can see where those cottages are going to be, and we'll have the chapel there. We'll have the little dockyard there, and maybe a little sort of shed there with some cargo in, and that will be the village. That will be nice. Oh, no, that's fine. No, it's absolutely perfect. Everyone's got the same idea. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. So I'll probably build a church down there. Yeah, I like that. I think we'll do something with that. So let's go and get some stone or stuff. What do I need? Yeah, I also want to just change the roof slightly. Ever so slightly, not majorly. I just want to change the roof, sort of make it a bit more of that rustic, sort of jagged style rather than that sort of inner city straight up style. And I kind of want to do it a different colour just so it looks a little different. Let's have a look. I'm thinking I'll just do it out of like stone steps or something like that. That's probably going to be the best way to do it, like these. And then I'm also thinking, what am I thinking? I am thinking I also need some andesite. I need some of that. I need some of that. I'd also like some of this. I'll get a couple of those. And maybe a cobblestone one. Though that's not a cobblestone one. That's a cobblestone one. I'll get a cobblestone one of those as well for the footpath coming in. That should do the trick. Maybe we could put some nether brick stairs to detail the roof. I was trying to avoid the nether brick because, as you can see around the main Draken Spire, literally every building has nether brick roofs. So I'm trying to avoid it with this one. I was kind of wanting to make the sort of the blackstone a bit of a feature on this one. So hence why it was using blackstone rather than nether brick for the roof itself. Which I think kind of works. It gives it like this sort of separate look. Calling it sort of Blackstone Village is what I'm calling this, but you come on down. I'm thinking, yeah, the outskirts should be like a proper village sort of thing, and then we'll maybe just rough up the areas around it. I think that could work. Okay, just grab this up like so. Dump. Right, and because we don't want to waste blackstone, let's jump in here and then hop on back out again. And I'm thinking that I just flown out of there. I wasn't meaning to come back into there. Having a brain derp today, absolute derp. Mini shenanigans completed. You're going to start prepping for your stream. But you were in my base earlier. What? Shenanigans? I gotta worry. Should I be worried? You've been doing shenanigans? Lady Bex is always doing shenanigans and is always like, who's she doing shenanigans today? Should someone be worried? Right, okay. Pop that over to there like so. We'll probably do this one out here. I need dirt. I do, but not enough dirt. Righty, let's... Okay, that'll do-ish. Not what I want to do, but it's just to act as a temporary block, so I can just go, right, give me the back. There we are, and there, it's in the right angle. Good. And no, I didn't want you to go that way around. Thank you. Right, actually this could be a problem when these two connect. I'm going to have to be careful at this juncture. So I might use the lower slab for that. And this is coming out that way, so that's going to be a problem as well. So let's use... This is why we brought over more of the brick slabs than the other stuff, because we wanted to be able to do this on there and that on there. So it stops them connecting. And it should still look semi-okay. Yeah, should be alright. That's cool. Worried? No. Curious? Maybe. Okay. Okay. But the problem is, right, so if you've done any shenanigans around Drakenspire, is it could be months before I see it. Considering how much there is to Drakenspire. You're like giving me shenanigans at Drakenspire, it could be difficult. Right, okay, let's pop that onto there. Then we'll maybe put that one there. And then we'll pop that one there. And probably break that one out as well. Unless you mean it's curious as to something that's going on with someone else. That into there. And that into there like so. Cool. Awesome stuff. I like that. I like that a lot. What we're missing is just the front gate. Though I'm not so sure. Oh, I'm not so sure about the front of this blackstone bit now. It kind of looks alright from the ground, and then when you get up there, it looks wrong. And I don't know. Maybe I need blackstone stairs on there instead, and just do it out of the blackstone stairs, a bit like that, instead of actually doing it a different colour. What have I've got it on me, haven't I? I'm going to try a couple of things here a second. I'm going to try a few things. I mean, this is what it's all about anyway. It's about experimenting and trying to get where you are happy with it. But I was hoping that the grey would be a nice little offset on the roof, but it doesn't seem to be doing that actually. So I'm going to dig these up. And go the other route, which is stay the same colour, but do the same pattern, but just with the blackstone stairs instead. So we get the pattern, but the colour looks the same. Dump, 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 dump. And I think I might do something a little bit different at the ends as well. I'm gonna borrow from some people that I've seen done in various different streams and on various different servers and stuff like that. And we'll do something with the ends as well. Right, so take that one out. Pop that one in. Get rid of that one. There we are, sorted. And actually, what I'm going to do is going to put an extra one there. So it sort of sticks out at the end here a little bit. And actually, I think just the one will do fine. I mean, sometimes people build them up like really extravagantly on the ends, but I'm thinking just the one might be sufficient, just to, again, distinguish them as being a little bit different to what I normally do. Okay, let's jump down and have a look. Well, it looks better from the ground, I would say. How about from the air? Yeah, that roof looks better. That roof looks a lot better now. Just that simple addition has improved it ever so slightly. Not by a lot, but ever so slightly. And actually, if we wanted a chimney... What do we use? I'm thinking that actually, I was saying I was avoiding brick, but we might want brick for the chimney. Even though it's a bit modern. Modern? That was a very bad pronunciation by me. Let's do that. I need a acacia gate, and I also need... I got spruce fences. I need a fireplace. Fireplace? Looks better? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, there, it does. I think it does look better. I quite agree with you. I think the stairs weren't cutting it, but that certainly improved it. Right, okay. Let's go and grab some... I'm not sure if the brick... I'm trying to avoid putting the brick on there, but I think it's the only thing that's really appropriate for it at the moment for the chimney. Just for the chimney anyway in itself. Jesse James Games, thank you for the follow. Massively appreciated. How are you doing? How are you keeping? Right, just going to pop into... Where did I leave my bricks? Actually, I can't even remember where I kept the bricks, so I may not be able to... Ah, there's some. Right, okay, they will do. I'm going to need a fireplace as well. That one there. Going to need a couple of bits of charcoal like that, and then it's normally just logs, isn't it, for the fireplace itself. I said I build big, but man, this is impressive. Thank you. I'll show you it properly in a second. Let me just grab what I need to grab hold of here a second, and then I will show you it all properly off. I'll do a proper quick fly around to the base again as well. I don't mind flying around the base every now and then, as long as I've got the... I might change my elytra before I do that, actually. I'll end up crashing halfway around the base, and maybe topping up my gunpowder, topping up my fireworks as well. Spruce logs, let's pop those into there, and also... What else did I want? I also wanted a acacia gate. I'm pretty sure I've got one floating around the base somewhere. No, I tell a lie. I don't have an acacia gate. And I probably haven't got any acacia planks either. Or any wood. And I've got barely any stairs. I don't think that's enough to convert back and all that. Okay, we'll leave it without the gate for now. But, yeah, definitely want to build some sort of chimney on the back there. Let's have a look. Oh, gunpowder. I need rockets before we forget. Let's go and get those. Sorry, just looking around in our storage facility. There we go. Cool. But yeah, this is the Draken Spire, for those who are new to the channel. I would say it's the Draken Spire, but it's gone to night time. Let's do it in the day. But the Draken Spire looks very pretty at night as well. Come out to here. So this is my base. And yeah, this is just my base. But we have a bunch of airships outside when they load up properly. This probably isn't fully loaded here. That's an iron farm. That's the spire itself in the background. We got a harbour on the side here. And a lot of these builds, I keep saying this as well, a lot of the builds we have around here, I've got farms built inside of them. So this has a gold farm tucked in the base of this tower. This whole section here is a massive gold farm. If we fly on over to this side, you've got like a bunch of tree farms down here. We've got like a purple farm. That's a super smelter. That's a gunpowder farm right in front of us before I crash into it. This big building over here, that's a fungus blast chamber that I did crash into. It's like all these sort of things have got little bits built inside of them. We got like this is my bone meal farm. That's where I get my bone meal from powered by foxes. Harvesting loads of sweet berries. We have like trading hall over here. We've got villager breeder here. Yeah, we've got all the normal mod cons that you expect in a base. But then we also have all the decorative builds in between here. So we've got like dry docks for like the airships. A big crane sitting over the outside there. Got our museum. Actually, our museum's got... it's been expanded recently. I haven't shown this off on the videos yet that we've expanded the museum. We've got extra display cases. This was left over from when we did the treasure hunt. And I think I put something else somewhere as well. Compass to the Christmas district. No, it wasn't that. Oh yeah, the holy dead bush. Sorry, not the holly. The holy dead bush of the great prophet Ethel, where 100 diamonds were asked for. That appeared. That has some relativeness that might appear up in the future, but we shall see. But yeah, so yeah, it's not a bad little base. It's my little base. That's the inner city, and then we have the outer city, which I'm currently in the middle of building. So we got this side of the inner city has mostly been built up. I've got to do a little bit of work of armor stands and stuff for the marketplaces to get them into play properly. We have our map hall just here, which is actually a good way to see the whole base. So we can sort of see how it's sort of constructing along and coming along. We've got to update a few bits and pieces, but like where the footpaths have come down here. But you can see how big it is. But there is a bit of the outer base that's still to be done. So I've got this bit. And this bit, I built all the sort of the flooring and the platforms ready for it, but I just got to put all the buildings onto it next. But we've been working slowly, and we've got some dry docks over here, so we've got ships waiting in the dry dock and under... Oh, I see what you've done. Oh, I'm going to have to move it as well. I see what Lady Bex has done. She's built us a rubber ducky. I love it. I love it, but I'm going to have to move it because there was a big ship to go in there. But yeah, I'm going to have to move it and move it over to the other side. I was going to build, put like a visiting deck over, deck over the other side. I say deck, dock. I mean, on the other side of the Edra Harbour there. But I've just seen that. Cheers, Lady Bex. She's gone live, has she? Oh, right. Okay, I'm going to have to go over and thank her in a second then for that one. I've just seen it. I'll have to move it over to this side, but yeah, I'll keep it around. She's built something similar over in Spawn. But we'll come over to here. But yeah, I've only just seen that. Just caught that. Should have an airship crash landed somewhere. That would be an interesting build. Yeah, it's an idea. Actually, I kind of got an idea for that in 1.5. That's if we go down that route. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I kind of got some sort of idea on that sort of thing. So you know, you're on a very similar track to something I had in mind already, but wasn't going to be built around here. But yeah, and we got all the farms out here, so we got all the farmland as well. Got airships up on watchtowers. We got the windmill in the background there. A slightly more expansive farm over there with like a barn and stuff like that. Yeah, so we got all the footpath that leads off to the actual front gate of the city. And then we come down to here where I'm building this tiny little village. But I've just spent literally the whole stream just building this one house. Just because I wanted to do something. I wanted to push myself. I wanted to challenge myself to do something that was a little bit more of a detailed build. And, you know, it's always nice to sort of push yourself. And not in the same palette as I normally work with. But still fits the sort of era and theme of the area. And I'm quite happy with how this turned out. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. I think it turned into quite a nice little build in the end. Now, what was I coming back for? I was going to build a chimney onto it as well. I felt that this house needs a chimney. But I don't think it's going to be an external chimney. It's going to have to be an internal chimney that sort of comes up through the roof. So we're going to have to probably build it somewhere around about, I don't know, there. That'll do. Take it out there. Oh, actually, that's in the wrong place because that's going to be coming out over that. So we're probably one step back. And what we're going, I was going to do it out of brick. That is a bit modern. It sort of feels appropriate that for a chimney breast that you would still, even back in the rustic sort of eras, you would have had a more compacted sort of brick sort of forming your chimney, that sort of thing, if that makes sense. Hopefully it shouldn't look too different from, too out of place from a distance. So let's extinguish that. That sorts that out, and then we'll just do the old Minecraft trick of hiding this behind trapdoors. We'll just close that up. I might replace that. I might just replace it with granite and terracotta like we got with the rest of it. We'll just see what it looks like from a distance. Oh, it stopped. Oh, didn't want to extinguish it, did we? How do we relight fires? I don't know why I just extinguished that. You need it lit for it to smoke. But let's have a look at the chimney anyway, see if it looks alright. Is that a bit too modern, I think? I think it won't look too bad if I change one of the bricks for granite, actually. Have I got any granite on me? Yeah, I should have, actually, in one of these cases. Probably that one, I think. And how are we doing on time? Oh, right, so we're about time to switch over, actually. So on that note, I won't hold up too much longer because Lady Bex is just gone streaming, and we are about to hand over our stream to Lady Bex. So hopefully you guys all had a great stream today. Hopefully you've all done well. We'll just do this one last piece. I'll replace this bit. I won't relight the fire yet. Maybe we'll leave it unextinguished. Maybe they haven't got their fireplace open at the moment. I'll probably relight it again at some point. But pop that into there. I think that looks a little bit better, actually. Has that gone better? Yeah, that I think works better. Yeah. So there we are. We have finished one house. I intended to build an entire village and I built a house. But it's a house I'm very happy with, and I think that's the main thing. So I think that's worked out very, very well. Don't forget, I have a YouTube channel as well. So don't forget to go and drop subscribe over there onto YouTube. Obviously here, come and follow us if you feel like it. It's very much appreciated. Thank you to everyone who has followed us today. We've had quite a few people come in and follow today. So thank you to Angry Big Mac and Holly the Berry and Jesse James Games. Thanks for all your follows today. Thank you to everyone else who's come and chat and kept us company while we've been sitting here building and helping us through on this side of things. It's been absolutely fun today. So Lady Bex should be online, I believe. I'll just double check that, make sure that she is. She is online. So we are going to pop a raid over to her. Lady Bex is also on the same server as ourselves. She just built us a lovely rubber duck over in the docks there. So when you go over there, don't forget to say hi when we arrive over to there. Let's go and do a lady. Actually, let's go and hit our end screen first. We have an end screen. We do have an end screen. We should be using the end screen more often. Not that I've actually... No, that's the BRB screen. That is the end screen. Right, okay. So I really need to put like credits and stuff that come up on there. I've got to work out how that's done. I wonder if that's something in Streamlabs or something there. You didn't think you followed us on YouTube? I'll tell you, Baby said, yeah, no, please do pass on my thanks. I appreciate everyone who comes over and drops us a follow, comes and joins us for the streams and everything else. It's absolutely awesome. Right, okay, let's go and raid Lady Bex then. You guys all have a wonderful and fantastic day. Say hi to Bex when we pop over there. I'm not sure what she's working on. I think she's gathering materials for the mall centre and the Unorthoblocks there. But you guys all have a great and wonderful day. Let's put the raid in and make sure we get people coming through. Give people a chance to get onto there, and we should be kicking off very, very shortly. I think we are about to go into the raid when it lets me. I'm just checking my size over here as well. There we are. No problems. You guys all have a wonderful and great day. Take care, and we shall see you all again soon. Bye.